What's up guys, Tomas Apadaka here, kettlebellstrengthclub.com, here to bring to you another training demo video. So today we're going to be covering the get up. So the kettlebell get up, awesome exercise movement for full body mobility, full body strength, shoulder stability, shoulder strength, and just there's so much more benefits you can gain from a get up that I'm not going to get into it now, but if you continue to do get-ups, you're going to get stronger, you're going to get better, you're going to improve your mobility, you're just going to get better overall, and that's going to carry over to your training and your progress. So, you want to properly learn how to do an actual kettlebell get-up. So, there are a lot of different approaches that people take when they're teaching the get-up. There's a couple ways you can do the get-up. What I'm going to teach you is the way that I do it, the way that I learned it as a strong first instructor, and this is the proper way to do an actual get up. So you want to take it slow. Some of you may not want to start, or I suggest none of you start with the weighted bell first. What I like to do, what I started with is first getting that mobility down. You start with the shoe. This might seem a little awkward, but if you can't hold a shoe overhead, straight up overhead, then you're not going to be able to hold a weighted bell or a load overhead safely. So you want to be able to do this properly. So when you're doing a get up, we're going to break this down to each movement. So there's a lot of different movements in a get up. So if your bell or your weight is on the right hand, right side, the right leg is going to be the leg that's the bent upward. The left leg straight out. Okay. So perfect way to set this up, kind of like a starfish move. You lay down right here. Okay, so first you want to have that bell here. Right on the side, you're going to lift it up. Lay down. So about 45-degree angle here. Right knee comes up. This hand is where the bell is going to be. So typically you would roll over, get that bell here. So I have a shoe, so let's pretend it's a bell. Up, roll over, make a punch fist. Set that shoe on top of the bell. And this other arm, 45 degrees, feel right here at the hip, right out to the side, and we're going to rotate up this way, pressing with this heel as we come up onto the elbow. That's the first move. So we pull. One thing that helps is if you pretend that you have an imaginary stick here, you're pulling that, which is going to keep your lat here from collapsing. So, and what you don't want, you want it to stay upright. So this is the first move, 45 degrees. Fist, pack shoulder, straight elbow, and I'm pulling up. My shoulder here is it's not collapsed. You don't want that. You want to be straight up here. And then from here you press up, and then we're gonna, so our elbow straight here, corkscrew that elbow. Okay? From here you're looking at that bell. Always keep your eye on that bell. This is when you do the sweep. Sometimes this is the most complicated part of the get up. So you're lifting up with this hand, left hand, and this right leg up as you sweep this leg underneath, like this, okay? You want to be 45-degree angle between your hips and your legs here. The arm and the knee should be lined up here, okay? So, foot on the ground, toes on the ground here. You're up with that bell. You hinge upward. Okay, there's two ways. You can either, from this point, you can windshield wiper that back knee, or what I like to do if you have knee issues, you bring this foot forward. The issue with that though, the challenge I mean, is going to be if you have a load here and you're taking that weight and putting it onto this leg temporarily, you can lose your balance a little bit. So if you don't have any knee issues, I suggest just windshield wiper that back knee. So now we're in a lunge position, elbows locked. See how this shoe hasn't fallen off? That's why I want you to start with the shoe. And then we're coming up. Okay? That means that my elbow's locked, my shoulder's packed, it's stable, I can hold the bell overhead. Okay? So nice and slow. You're stepping back. Nice soft back knee. You're looking back at that bell. You can always readjust at each movement. Okay? If you feel like you need some more space, bring that foot out. Look at that bell. Back knee sweeps again, 45 degrees. Feel that hip. hinge down, the floor's right there. Okay, from there, we're sweeping that foot, slight shift forward into that arm, into that planted hand. My left leg's sweeping back through, so reverse order, we're here, okay? My hands back here. From here, a lot of people, what they do is they'll collapse on down to the ground. We don't want to do that. We want to rotate that shoulder forward, or I mean to the side. So rotate onto the elbow. From here, this is where people also just collapse onto the ground. You don't want to collapse here. You want to press away, so the reverse order. Remember, we were pulling when we were coming up. So we press away, control, and down. And then you, both hands, bring that bell down, roll to the side, and you set it down. So that's how you properly perform a get up. I highly suggest that you start without weight, start with the shoe. And the shoe is going to dictate how your ability to hold your hand vertically overhead. If you can't hold it vertically overhead, it's not safe yet to add a load to it. So practice this, practice this, practice this, and you're going to get better at this, okay? So I'm going to show you what it looks like with the load. So I have my bell here. So this is a 16 kilo bell. I don't suggest starting with anything heavier than that, maybe even a 12. So this is where the bell, so it's sitting here, okay? Bell's right here. So of course, let's start out, like I said, hands to the side. Okay, first we have to get into position and pick up that bell. So we're rolling forward. Bell's right here. So I'll do that from the side so you see what that looks like. Bell's right here. You want that bell right by your hip. You don't want to bring it up by your shoulder. You want it by your hip. Use this hand to get that bell. Bring it to your hip. This leg's forward. And then you're with both hands pressing that bell overhead. Okay? This is where, okay, check first. Is my elbow locked? Is my shoulder packed? Okay? If it is, and you're ready to go, you can hold that weight. You have that weight stable. Then we're going through the movements that we just did. So, check 45 degrees on this side. From here, I'm pulling up. There's one. Okay? From here, press up. There's two. Corkscrew that left arm. Okay, from here, I need to readjust, put my foot out a little bit more, sweeping that leg underneath. And here, 45 degrees, always looking at that bell. We hinge up, okay? Sweep that back leg. From here, squeeze onto that bell. Tension, abs. Stand up tall. Before you go back down, check, is my elbow locked? Is my shoulder packed? Do I have control, is the bell stable? If not, bring it back down. You don't want to come down if it's not. This is part of the challenge. This is the shoulder challenge. Shoulder stability. We come back down. Check, check, check. Soft knee. Okay. Look back up that bell. Sweep that leg. Or that back knee. Back to the hand. Feel that hip. Forward. Okay. Readjust your feet. Sweep it forward, and then from here, shoulder, chest to the side, pressing away, always looking at that bell, nice and controlled. You bring it down, and rotate and set it down, just as you picked it up. So the get up is an up, if you're starting from the bottom, a get up, and then reverse of the order. Same movements, nothing changes, it's just up and down. Ascending, descending order. And so I want you to start with the shoe. Let's get that technique down. Let's properly learn how to do the kettlebell get up. And then we're going to add a load, a light load, a 12 maybe, or a 16 kilo bell like I have here. But only when you can properly get up and down with your shoulder or your arm vertical. And you'll know it's vertical when the shoe stays there, it doesn't fall off. If it falls off, If it falls off, that means your arm's moving around too much, okay? And if you have a weighted load, think about that. You're moving it around, it's gonna pull you one way or the other. That's a good way to get injured. So we wanna develop that foundation first and then load it from there. So with the get up, it's one of my favorite moves. I just wanna throw that in there. I love doing get ups. Feels like a strong move. I've gotten stronger overall. My entire body, well, my mobility has increased. My shoulder stability has definitely increased, which has translated to my pressing strength and just other training in general. So definitely get-ups, as I have in my programs, a couple days a week. Do those, apply the principles I just showed you. If you have any questions, let me know. I'd love to help you as you're coaching you as you progress to learn how to learn this movement well. So go for it, guys. Try it out. Start with the shoe. Get it down. You're going to get there one day at a time. Train strong, train smart, follow these protocols, expect success, and just go after it, guys. See you.